Yeah, Christina, scorching temperatures expected again today, and into these morning hours, we're already seeing those temperatures that should be those daytime highs close to 80 degrees into these early morning hours. We're starting to see those winds back off, which is of course great news for fire crews who are still out there trying to reach those containment numbers, and into these afternoon hours reaching the high 80s, even to the low 90s in Goleta. We were talking about that erratic fire behavior. We're seeing temperatures kind of go from 70 degrees to 90, back down to 70, and then reaching the triple digits once we were past sunset into those 8 o'clock, 8:30 hours. We were at 102 in Goleta last night. So that's partly because of those sundowner winds that are kind of heading offshore. That kind of compresses that air, creates some of that pressure, and it creates some of that dry, warm conditions. And that brings our temperatures back up. So we're looking at winds right now. We're seeing some calm conditions in Santa Maria, Paso, Lompoc, and Santa Barbara. Northwesterly winds at 16 miles per hour in San Luis Obispo. Also, those current conditions up to 70 degrees near the Santa Barbara Goleta area, 57 in Solvang, 71 in Santa Maria, into the 80s in San Luis Obispo and Paso and North County, stretching now into the 70s. So these winds are forecast to actually be much gustier in the San Luis Obispo County area, but not to discount any part of Santa Barbara County, still keeping a very close eye on the possibility of any sundowner winds as we move into the afternoon, evening hours. But of course, now in the morning hours, we're looking at some of those mild conditions kind of backing off with those winds into these afternoon hours. Up to 11 miles per hour continue in Santa Barbara. Then we're looking at Saturday afternoon winds in San Luis Obispo up to 20 miles per hour along the coastline as well, including North County. Into those overnight hours, we're not getting much of a relief here. Still right around 20 miles per hour, right around 7 in Santa Barbara. Into those early morning Sunday hours, close to 15 miles per hour, picking up again into those afternoon hours. Right around 12 miles per hour is where we're hovering in Santa Barbara. Those gusts could be much more than that. So we're keeping a close eye on that wind forecast for you. High pressure still in the area. And we're still looking at those hot temperatures. That's really the biggest concern into the next couple of hours, or rather the next 48 hours. So we're looking at a fire weather warning still in effect for Santa Barbara County. That's going to be in effect until 10 a.m. But once this expires, the fire danger doesn't go away because we're still looking at those hot temperatures across the Central Coast and southern Santa Barbara County included. We're also looking at an air quality warning in San Luis Obispo. That's not because of the smoke from the holiday fire. That's because of the gusty wind conditions blowing dust in the area of Nipomo Mesa. Also, to touch on that heat, we're looking at a heat advisory in Monterey and San Benito County. That's until Saturday night. Now looking at the relative humidity, we've actually started to see that decrease to 76. Temperatures, as we mentioned here, going to be reaching those triple digits in the next couple of, the next 24 hours, stretching into the 90s in Goleta. So another tough firefight for fire crews ahead. Christina.